pieces of scale. A little bit of scale. See that stuff right there?
Yeah, what is that?
That's just old rust and stuff. Scale from like the pipe from cast iron.
Okay.
It breaks off. It's called scaling. It's just pieces of like old, like just old pipe from the sides and stuff, because that stuff starts to erode.
That'll cause stuff to get stuck to it on the way.
Yep. Like, see all this stuff right here? That's like a shard. It's like shards.
Yeah, so easy for stuff to get stuck to it.
And it looks like this thing ain't got much longer anyway. It's just pipe. See how much of that stuff it is?
Yeah, that's a lot.
It's a lot of buildup. See all that stuff right there?
Yeah, that's
anything that hits that, it's
just gonna get
caught up.
It's gonna get caught up.
So what we'd have to do in this case normally, we'd have to like, you know how there's one out front right there. There's pan up front. It's going outbound. Well, they should have had one right after it going inbound, making like a U. So I can go back in. Because if I can go back in, I can come all the way here. But I can push the jet all the way here with our spinner head and fire it up and pull all that stuff, all that debris out. We'll pull it from this point all the way out and then push it out to the road, push it out to the main sewer. So I'm saying that's what we do on like for stuff like this. It's called a D scale.
It'll break that up.
It'll pull all that out. It'll pull all that out.
That stuff is not stuck to.
No. That's just like flakes.
It's just like flakes.
It's like gravel almost.
So
gravelish stuff.
So if we added another.
See all that? Yeah, that's just probably from when they busted up the concrete and stuff before. Let's see how this is. See, I'm pushing some of the stuff. That's why it's holding a little bit of water there too. It needs to be like descaled. See all that stuff? Yep, got all that. And that pipe right there that ain't good. It's like something's done.
Yeah,
formed up under it, almost like. I know there can't be roots. There's no trees, but that's what it looks like. You see that? That's the actual pipe itself right there.
That's the pipe.
Yeah, it looks like it's kind of. Yeah, that's gonna be your problem. That's why it's got all this stuff right here.
How
how
far into the pipe you think you are?
18 foot.
18 feet.
That's down, over, and then so we're probably about 12 foot that way.
Okay.
And then we start going. Just like that. That's just a chunk. But see how all this needs to. All that's getting thin. That's the only thing about that is once it gets so thin, you kind of don't want to do what the D scale on it, because that's high pressure and it's a spinner head. It spins and it pulls all that stuff. So if it's too brittle, there's a chance that spinner head could go ahead and finish that pipe off and actually actually take all that stuff off, because it's trying to. It's 4,000 psi. You know what I'm saying? So
okay.
And there's your.
There's the new connection.
Yeah, there's a connection. See, it's got. Look at that. I'm pushing right there. That's the connection.
Okay.
That they probably put in. See how I said it? See how I said it's probably a bad connection? See that lip? See how it's holding water right here? Watch it holding water right there. The connection. See, it should be lined up. This should be lined up with that. It's sagging a little bit.
Okay.
See what I'm saying? Like the PVC is lower than the cast iron, so if I'm coming at it, I'm gonna hit this lip and stop. You see how it's stopping that water? See how it's holding that water right there?
Yeah.
That's like a little kiddie pool at the bottom of the water slide.
Right.
It stops you at the end. You know what I'm saying? You're going down, you're cruising, and all of a sudden you get stopped. You hit this water, it's gonna stop, and then eventually all the toilet paper stops. Everything keeps stopping, and it builds up right here and probably clogs up right there, because that connection's too low. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
See how it's not on? See how the PVC ends right here? And then the cast iron is right here?
Okay.
So if I go hit this, watch my camera. It bumps up, see?
Oh, I see.
So I'm hitting that bump. It's like a stopper.
So it would need to be
it.
higher.
Yeah, watch the camera lower. Drop.
Yep.
Boop. See what I'm saying? See that lip?
Yep.
That's probably going to be the issue. Like I said, when they connected it in, they might have not connected it great. A lot of people use Fernco's like rubber bands, like these rubber connectors, but you're supposed to use one that's got a metal support around it. A lot of people don't do that. If they're going lateral and shallow, they don't do it right, and it sags.
Okay.
I'm not saying they didn't. They might, but I'm just saying that's a pretty common issue.
Let's see if the rest of it looks normal.
I'm guessing this is.
That looks like another.
This is where it drops down. Look at that. Out. Yeah, it's just scaly. It just needs to be just packed full of just stuff, you know. It's old cast iron. Really, the only way you're never gonna have any more problems is, like you said,
It's replaced that pipe.
just dig it up from here down, and I mean that's just being honest, you know. That's not even something that we would do. You know, I would do to get like a plumber. But
Dig it
I
up
do jetting, but
all the way to the.
I'd just start. I'd start from back here and go at least to the clean out. Because
Oh.
clean out, because you never had any problems with the clean out.
Well, we don't know.
Yeah, well,
You know.
I'm saying, like, see how it's holding water?
Yeah,
That's just not good. It's just
I've been saying all along. This thing's 100 foot long, so we don't.
Yeah.
You wouldn't know where the
it's
problem
starting to
is.
get- yeah. Well, the problem is never. Well, I would know because the thing is, if it was past the clean out will be when you open that thing, it'd be holding water.
It would be holding water.
Yeah, because
Okay.
because the problem will be after. The problem's never been after when I've been here.
Right.
And y'all never had, and that floor will start getting wet because that lid ain't on tight. So if y'all ever had a problem, that
Yeah,
floor will be
it
wet.
would back
there.
up right
It's
there.
only ever backed up back here, so I know it's them connections.
Look at that.
Yeah, see how
There's a lot of stuff for it to get
Yeah, it's
connected to.
Yeah, see, it's just
jagged.
real scaly, and look,
It's
see,
just
see how it
real
has
scaly.
See how it has like almost like a tunnel at the bottom, like a moat.
Yeah.
That means it's real thin. See all this is buildup. That's the pipe. That's how thick the pipe should be. This is the water has just eventually corroded away because it's cast iron.
Okay.
It's mineral. It's a mineral. You know, over time the water going through there, thinner, rust, water. You know what I mean? It's always humid. It rusts out and bottoms out. That's what cast iron does. That's why everybody's switching over to PVC. PVC don't.
He's gonna have to pull up this whole floor.
I would suggest, yeah, because look at that. Like, see that, like that big old chunk right there. That's like half the. You know, that's just not great. You know, and it's almost like it. See how it dips in.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna go soon. I'd probably give it another year. You're gonna have more problems. See, that's
And it goes up.
yeah. See that's kind of dipped in too. I would just redo the whole thing. Just to be honest with you, because whoever come in just makes. If you're gonna dig up little spots, why not just repair the whole thing? Why
Yeah.
is he putting PVC? Because every time they put PVC, it's going from this rough, thick cast iron to dropping into PVC, and then going back to thick cast iron. It needs to be all one way, so it gets out to the outside of y'all's place, and then at that point, I think it's on the city. You know what I'm saying? At least, like
Right.
out there, that's the city's problem.
That's the city's problem.
Right. But if you take care from here to that clean out, at least, that's what I would. That's what I would do.
That's a big turn.
Yeah. See how it's kind of.
At 94
See
feet,
how it kind of. Yeah. You see how it's kind of just like.
that's a big turn.
Yeah, that's just a 45.
Is that
45 degree, yeah. But
that's
see,
okay?
That's fine. It's just, like I said, it's just getting thin. Just gonna have some problems. And see how it's kind of holding water.
Yeah, it's underwater now.
Yeah, actually not pushing,
Oh, okay.
but it's still holding a little bit of water, and that'll stop up stuff too, you know.
So do you think we need to put one outside in the parking lot as well? A clean out?
I mean, it would be easier. I wouldn't have to come in here and do any of this. I wouldn't have to go in right there. I wouldn't have to make y'all a mess or anything. If you put one outside, it's two-way or at least back in. You know what I mean? Just going back in because you have one in going out. If we ever need
I
it
mean, we
out.
shouldn't have. We run a new pipe. We shouldn't have any problem.
Yeah, you should
We
have any problem
got
at all.
a new pipe to the clean out. We should.
Nope, no problem at all. You won't have any problem. It shouldn't be.
What the hell is that?
That's just something that someone would flush probably
Okay.
or whatever. It ain't no there's like tissues or something blockage. Yeah, it's just it's like tissue, something like a wipe or something. It's just great. It's been sitting there for a long time probably. Caught up all that stuff. That's it.
You gonna leave today and that toilet ain't gonna flush?
No, it'll flush. It's open. The line's open. You go ahead and run water in that one if you will, and flush the toilet a couple times. It'll go. It's gonna flush. It's just at least now you know what you're working with. Now you know the condition of the pipe.
Yeah.
You know, I would suggest just replacing it all. To be honest with you, if y'all don't want to have problems in the future.
No, we're done with problems.
Yeah. I mean that's the only way you're gonna eliminate it. You see what's all in there. The cast iron just needs to be done. Like, look at that. It's like gravel.
Yeah. Yeah, there's just no way you can flush damn near anything down that and not have problems.
And like I said, we could try to descale. Even if you put in an inbound clean out outside, you're gonna pay a little bit of money. It's like if you're gonna pay that chunk of money just to dig it out there and put it in clean out, you might as well just add it to the thing and just put a clean out when y'all redo it. But PVC doesn't chip off like that. You know what I mean? It's plastic. This is all cast iron. It'll break. I'm scared that if we...
Is that why they use PVC now?
And that's why they're moving to PVC, yeah, because they make a higher grade PVC and it don't, like, it'll gunk up. Like, you can get stuff on the walls of it and stuff, but it won't break. It's plastic. It don't splinter off like this flakes off because, like I said, it's metal. It gets rusty.
Right.
And eventually the rust will break off and it's like comes off in layers almost.
Is that water he's shooting?
Yeah, it's coming in the water now because he's running water in the sink and the toilets, but you can see it going down.
Yeah.
See it flowing through. Yeah, I'm pulling back against the water, so that's why it stays looking like that. Full flush fine, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.